With viewers fleeing The Real Housewives, RHONJ Season 14's numbers don't look as bad. We hate to be the bearer of bad news, but The Real Housewives is fading. The long-running Bravo franchise encompasses countless shows, but public opinion is shifting and viewers aren't as interested in toxic drama as they once were. Consequently, viewing figures are falling across the board. Earlier this year, The Real Housewives of New Jersey caught a lot of heat for taking a hit in the ratings. Season 14 attracted an average of 732,000 viewers and a 0.19 rating among adults 18 to 49, down from the 880,000 and 0.26 rating the previous season secured. However, we must stress that Season 14 aired without the typical three-part reunion. For reference, the 3 reunion episodes for Season 13 were the only episodes that season to crack 1 million viewers, so there's every reason to believe that the erosion year to year may not have been substantial had Season 14 had a reunion. With The Real Housewives of Dubai, The Real Housewives of Orange County, and The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City all currently on the air and not coming close to RHONJ's numbers, critics may have been too hasty in ruling the series out. RHONJ's reboot may not make many changes. These shows make up a lot of viewing post-air date through Peacock and DVR, but you can spot the pattern in the deterioration of live viewers. With Andy Cohen and those closest to RHONJ teasing a reboot of sorts earlier this year, there's now a genuine possibility that the changes will be minimal because the show is still outperforming every other city aside from The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. RHONJ has long been the diamond of the long-running franchise, but with every other show taking a hit, it will be interesting to see how it holds up when it returns to Bravo later this year. There was much criticism for RHONJ this year, but network executives and producers may be worried that ratings could dip more season to season than anticipated if the wrong casting decisions are made. With this tremendous divide between the cast of RHONJ, there's a good chance the ladies could repair their issues if producers give them an ultimatum to hash out their differences or be let go. Losing big personalities could harm RHONJ. Despite viewers calling for changes, parting ways with one of the big personalities like Teresa Giudice and Margaret Josephs could alienate too many viewers, causing the numbers to take a big hit. Despite being one of the most polarizing faces on reality TV, Teresa has many fans who have been invested in her storyline for over a decade. A complete revamp of RHONJ was a foregone conclusion just a few months back. Now the network's decision to delay casting Season 15 seems more like it could have been to take a wait-and-see approach to assess whether the other shows lost viewers. We could only wait for news on the series' future, but it will be interesting to see whether or not we enter RHONJ Season 15 with fewer changes than anticipated. The Real Housewives franchise has long been the jewel of Bravo's reality TV crown, but in recent years it seems that even this powerhouse franchise has been feeling the pinch of shifting viewer preferences. Amid declining viewership for the series as a whole, one show stands out as a surprising silver lining: The Real Housewives of New Jersey, RHONJ. As the franchise's numbers falter, RHONJ's Season 14 ratings might not look as grim in comparison, and there's a fascinating story behind why that is. The broader reality TV exodus. Reality TV has always been a reflection of its audience, and for decades, the Real Housewives series embodied drama, glitz, and guilty pleasure at its best. However, with viewers increasingly turning to streaming platforms, true crime documentaries, and unscripted competition shows, The Real Housewives have struggled to keep pace. Gone are the days when a cast trip to a tropical island or an explosive reunion episode was enough to glue fans to their couches. The genre's old formula, rich women clashing over champagne and throwing shade, feels, to some, outdated in a world where scripted television and innovative reality concepts dominate. While iconic cities like The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and The Real Housewives of Atlanta have seen alarming declines in live viewership numbers, RHONJ's numbers have remained remarkably steady. This isn't to say the show is pulling in its former heyday ratings, but in the context of a sinking ship, it feels more like a sturdy lifeboat. The loyalty factor. One major factor buoying RHONJ is its fiercely loyal fan base. For over a decade, the show has delivered unparalleled family drama, centering on real-life relationships that go far beyond the camera. At the heart of this loyalty is Teresa Giudice, a polarizing figure whose ongoing saga, from legal woes to fractured family ties, has kept fans hooked. RHONJ fans are invested in Teresa in a way that transcends typical reality TV stardom. Love her or hate her, viewers feel like they've been part of her life story since season 1. Her infamous table flip, her stint in federal prison, and her subsequent rise as a yoga queen have made her the franchise's most enduring character. Season 14 has leaned heavily into Teresa's conflicts with her brother Joe Gorga and sister-in-law Melissa, as well as her rocky new chapter with husband Luis Ruiz. This ongoing drama feels authentic, sometimes uncomfortably so, which keeps viewers engaged in a way that other, more manufactured feuds across the franchise do not. A return to relatability. Another key element in RHONJ's relative success is its balance of luxury and relatability. While the other cities' housewives increasingly flaunt over-the-top wealth and high-fashion personas, RHONJ remains rooted in a sense of authenticity. Yes, the women live in sprawling New Jersey mansions and throw lavish parties, but there's a down-to-earth grit to their lives that resonates with viewers. Season 14 has doubled down on this approach. Storylines about parenting struggles, financial pressures, and strained marriages have struck a chord with viewers who are tired of out-of-touch displays of excess. Jackie Goldschneider's vulnerable journey with her eating disorder, Dolores Catania's no-nonsense approach to family loyalty, and Jennifer Aydin's raw discussions about her marriage have brought an emotional depth that's missing from some of the other franchises. The Luis Ruiz wild card. A major storyline in season 14 has been the behavior of Luis Ruiz, Teresa's husband. Fans were initially charmed by his romantic gestures, but over time, his erratic and allegedly controlling behavior has raised eyebrows both on and off screen. Luis' clashes with Teresa's family and the cast have added a layer of intrigue that viewers can't seem to look away from. Luis is not the first controversial spouse to shake up the Housewives world, but he might be one of the most captivating. His tendency to over-explain, his cryptic warnings to cast members, and his eerie, red-eyed appearance in confessionals have sparked endless memes and debates online. The buzz around Luis has undoubtedly contributed to RHONJ's ability to stay in the spotlight, even as viewers abandon other cities in the franchise. His presence feels like a reality TV powder keg, unpredictable, messy, and impossible to ignore. Smart editing and casting. Bravo seems to have learned valuable lessons from the mistakes of other Housewives franchises when it comes to RHONJ's casting and editing. While cities like the Real Housewives of New York City have suffered from radical casting overhauls, RHONJ has struck a balance between veteran stars and fresh faces. Season 14 introduced Rachel Fuda, who has quickly become a fan favorite for her relatable personality and sharp wit. Meanwhile, Danielle Cabral has brought a fiery edge to the show, clashing with the veterans in ways that feel organic rather than forced. By keeping a core group of familiar faces while gradually introducing new blood, RHONJ has managed to maintain a sense of continuity while staying fresh. The power of social media. Another reason RHONJ Season 14's numbers aren't as dire is its robust social media presence. While live viewership ratings have dipped, the show generates significant buzz on platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Clips of Teresa and Melissa's fiery confrontations or Luis' bizarre moments often go viral, sparking conversations among fans who might not even watch the episodes live. The show's ability to dominate the social media zeitgeist has helped it stay relevant in an increasingly fragmented media landscape. Bravo has also leaned into fan engagement, encouraging viewers to weigh in on the drama via polls, hashtags, and behind-the-scenes content. This interactive approach has helped RHONJ maintain a cultural footprint that some of the other franchises have lost. A glimmer of hope. While it's clear that the Real Housewives franchise as a whole is facing an uphill battle, RHONJ's Season 14 performance offers a glimmer of hope. Its ability to retain a loyal audience, adapt to changing viewer preferences, and generate buzz suggests that the show has a roadmap for survival in a challenging television landscape. As the broader franchise grapples with its identity, perhaps it's time for other cities to take a page from RHONJ's playbook. By focusing on authentic relationships, grounded storylines, and dynamic casting, The Real Housewives might just find a way to thrive in the streaming era. For now, RHONJ stands as a testament to the enduring power of good storytelling, even in the glitzy, dramatic world of reality TV. Season 14 may not be breaking records, but in the context of the franchise's struggles, it feels like a win worth celebrating.